Welcome to the most random book haul ever. If your friends are anything like mine, we usually trade or lend books to each other, and there's one particular friend who tends to give me books that she doesn't want anymore. Those books might be books that she's already read and didn't necessarily love, so she doesn't want to keep them in her collection. Or there are also just books that she thinks that I might like, but she's not gonna read anytime soon. And I have once again got a few from that friend, and so I'll be showing you them. And I also have one book that I bought myself recently, which I've not been wanting to do a little bit on a book buying ban, just because I've not been reading as much as I should be, or as I would like to. And so I'll show you that book first, and then I'll get to the books that my friend gave me. And I think it's always super fun, because there's been books that I really love that she gave me, just because we have a very similar reading taste, but there are certain genres that I like more than she does, or the other way around. And so it's always interesting to see if I like the books more or less. A recent book I can think of that we did that with was This Is How You Lose the Time War, which we both hated, and she also gave me that one, which is always fun to see. And there are also some very interesting books on here on that list that I would never have bought myself, I think, but I think that I could potentially really like. So if you've read any of these, please let me know. But let's get to the one that I actually bought myself first, which the reason I allowed myself to buy this is because it's a mini Penguin classic. And I don't know, I just always buy these when I see them. And this one was extremely exciting because it's The Vampire by John Polidori, which I didn't even know they had it. Maybe it's a new book they put in their mini classics. I don't know, I've never seen it before. But it's super fun. Just stop breathing for a second. Because there's also Karl Adolf von Wachsmann, The Mysterious Stranger. It's so funny to me when I pronounce German names in an English way, even though I know how to pronounce them in German. Anyway, The Mysterious Stranger, and then also Bram Stoker's Dracula's Guest, which I love Dracula. And I possibly will make this my next read. I also thought, would it be interesting, because I have a bunch of mini black classics, and I was thinking maybe I should make a video reading one of them for each day and then rate them, which could be fun if you're interested. They have a little summary on here, and it says, a chilling story of bloodlust and evil from the father of vampire fiction, accompanied by two other macabre tales of the undead. Cannot wait to read this. I've heard mixed reviews on the actual The Vampire story, so we'll see. Very excited to read this, and it's only $5, and I just love collecting these mini little classics because they're also so great to take with you on the go if you have a small amount of time to read, but you want to read something. These are great for that. That's the only book I've bought. Was it this year? I don't even know if it was this year, but the only book I've bought in the past couple of weeks and months. And then we will talk about the books that I got from my friend. And let's start with the one that might be the most exciting to people. But not to me, because I really didn't know much about it before she gave it to me. I know now that it's a big thing, but it's Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I don't know how you pronounce it. And this is a big beloved book, I've recently found out, and so I'm excited to read this. I've never ever read anything like this. This is very much not something I will pick up, but I think that's also because I didn't know that this is sapphic, and now that I know, I'm really much more interested. But the reason being is that I usually don't read sci-fi, and this is a huge sci-fi book. But maybe it's my time to get into sci-fi. I don't know. I like fantasy stuff, a certain type of fantasy. Maybe I like sci-fi. We will find out. The Emperor needs necromancers. The ninth necromancer needs a swordsman. Gideon has a sword, some dirty magazines, and no more time for the undead nonsense. Tamsin Muir, Gideon IX, unveils a solar system of swordplay, cutthroat politics, and lesbian necromancers. Her characters leap off the page, as skillfully animated as necromantic skeletons. The result is a heart-pounding epic science fantasy. I'll also probably read you this one, because I think this is a little bit more telling. There's V. Ishwarp, Kirsten White, which I've just recently read her first book, and I might have to read more of her. And yes, also quick intermission. Last year I did like monthly wrap-ups, and I didn't know if people like were interested in those, so I haven't made one for January yet. Let me know if you actually want them, if someone's watching this, I don't know. Let me know if you want them, or if I should do like quarterly wrap-ups, because I feel like maybe monthly wrap-ups could be a bit repetitive if I like make a yearly wrap-up, because I think yearly wrap-ups are the most fun to watch. So I could do quarterly, or could stick with monthly, or just could not tell you about anything I read or watch. But yes, let's read the summary that's in here. Brought up by unfriendly, ossifying nuns, ancient retainers, and countless skeletons, Gideon is ready to abandon a life of servitude and an afterlife as a reanimated corpse. She packs up her sword, her shoes, and her dirty magazines, and prepares to launch her daring escape. But her childhood nemesis won't set her free without a service. Herahak Nonagesimus, Reverend Daughter of the Ninth House and Bone Witch Extraordinaire, has been summoned into action. The Emperor has invited the heirs to each of his loyal houses to a deadly trial of wits and skill. If Herahak succeeds, she will become an immortal, all-powerful servant of the resurrection, but no necromancer can ascend without their cavalier. Without Gideon's sword, Hera will fail, and the Ninth House will die. Of course, some things are better left dead. That's Gideon the Ninth. It's like a chunky book. I think this will take me a while to actually start reading, because it's like I've never read anything like it, and it's hefty. But I do really want to read it one day, which is super fun. And the rest of the books I'm also really excited about, because they are like right up my alley. It's just, will I read them? I just need to get out of this book reading slump, and I also need to stop buying books. The next book I'm really excited about, because I've read a short story of Sophie McIntosh, which I don't have the book with me just because I just gave it to my cousin to read. But she has a short story in Swimming at the Hampstead Ladies Pond, which I loved. And I remember like highlighting her name because I really liked her story in there. So I'm really excited for this. This is Cursed Bread. For Gideon the Ninth House, Gideon the Ninth. My friend read that, didn't really get into it, and that's why she gave it to me, I think. And for this one, she read it, she just was kind of not overwhelmed or underwhelmed, just kind of like whatever about it. And so she gave it to me in case I like it more. We will see. Let's read it together. And it's also exciting because for most of these, I just like flew through this, or I didn't even read it because she told me about them. And I just picked them up based on vibes. So this would be like good to refresh my memories on why I took them with me, because I didn't need to take them, but you know, I won't be the one to deny free books. At this time, I should be giving a shout out to Amala, who's the friend who gave them all to me. And also, it's like a little bit embarrassing because the last time she gave me like a bunch of books is a long time ago, and I can point out 1, 2, 3, 4 that I haven't read yet, which maybe I should. Anyway, spring 1951. 4 people meet in a small French town: the baker and his wife, the ambassador and his wife. 2 belong to the town, 2 are outsiders. Sometime later, strange things start happening. Horses drop dead in the fields, children grow wild and unbiddable, ghosts are sighted after dark, someone is playing a dangerous game of cat and mouse. But who is the predator and who is the prey? Audacious and mesmerizing, Cursed Bread is a darkly erotic mystery about a town gripped by madness, envy like poison in the blood, and desire that burns and consumes. Which sounds fabulous. Excited to see. She also like kind of told me why she didn't like some of these and why she thinks I would like them, or like, you know, what was missing type of thing. So I'm always interested to see if I have like the same opinion or if I have a different one. And the next one is like a pretty hot topic right now, and it's The Safety by Yael van der Wouden. Probably butchered the name, is fucking hell. This is like all over TikTok. I think Jack Edwards is doing it in his book club right now, and everyone with their mother is raving about The Safekeep. And so why not shall I read it, you know? Maybe I need to know what the people are talking about. This is, I think, also sapphic. And I don't know much else about it. Let's read it together. It is 15 years after the Second World War, and Isabel has built herself a solidarity life of discipline and strict routine in her late mother's country home with not a fork or a word out of place. But all is upended when her brother Louis delivers his graceless new girlfriend, Ava, at Isabel's doorstep, as a guest there to stay for the season. In the sweltering heat of summer, Isabel's desperate need for control reaches a boiling point, and what happens between the two women leads to a revelation that threatens all she has ever known. One of the most celebrated debuts in recent memory, The Safekeep is an exhilarating tale of twisted desire, histories, and homes, and the legacy of one of the 20th century's greatest tragedies. I don't know, it sounds really good. I might actually also read this sooner rather than later, because I think it's like fun to read books as they're being talked about, so you can like kind of talk and also have opinions that are just not based on whatever you're hearing, but actually based on what you thought while reading, which is fun. The only thing is that this is set in summer, I think, so. I usually like to read books in the time that they're set in, just because I think it captures the moment better and like the vibe. But I also think that the winter blues are really getting to me right now, so maybe I need a summer book. We will see. 2 more books to go, and these 2 books my friend didn't even touch. She never read them. She just knew she wasn't gonna read them anytime soon, so she got rid of them, and now I have them. The first one is Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson, which first of all, I like this cover. And the thing that hooked me, I didn't even read the fucking summary. I just saw that Ocean Vuong reviewed it, and I trust him. So actually let's read this, because I have no idea what's it about. Brooklyn, 2001. Watched lovingly by her relatives and friends, 16-year-old Melody celebrates her coming of age wearing a custom-made dress. The very same dress that was sewn for Melody's mother for a celebration that ultimately never took place. Unfurling the history of Melody's family, from the 1921 Tulsa Race massacre to post-9/11 New York, Red at the Bone explores sexual desire, race, class, and the life-altering facts of parenthood, as it looks at the ways in which young people must so often make fateful decisions about their lives before they've even begun to figure out who they are and what they want to be. What if I read this after finishing the film? Because this sounds like something I could potentially really need at this current time and place, and it might be very important to me at this current time and place. Oh, here's Ocean Vuong's full review. A true spell of a book. Woodson is one of those rare writers who make you feel like you can do anything, should do anything. The story of family and young love are timeless human stories, but through Woodson's sentences, this novel offers us new ways to think and embody our burning world, and, perhaps most mercifully, permission to dream and to change. I love Ocean Vuong. One of my next reads should also be The Emperor of Gladness. Yes, because I'm so embarrassed. I was so excited when that arrived on my doorstep, and I still haven't touched it one time. Last book is Vagabonds by Elgosa Osonde. I feel like I just pronounced it so horribly. I apologize. This book, know nothing about. I just took this with me because it was the last one left, and I was just kind of like, whatever, maybe I'll read it. And if I don't, I'll just give it back to her, or we'll donate it, I don't know. Yeah, I had no reason to pick this up. I liked the cover, and I thought, why leave it behind? Eko, the spirit of Lagos, and his loyal minion Tatofo weave travel through the lives of the vagabonds powering modern Nigeria. The queer, the displaced, and the footloose. Among them, a driver for a debauched politician, a lesbian couple involved in underground sex work, a mother who attends a secret spiritual gathering, as their lives begin to intertwine. In markets, clubs, churches, and hotel rooms, the vagabonds are seized by the spirits who command the city. A force is drawing them together, but for what purpose? I totally said those names wrong. Sorry, I will be looking up how to pronounce them once I read them. But yes, this also sounds brilliant. And like, of course, my friend had reasons to buy every single one of these. and just knew she wasn't gonna read them, so I'll hopefully read them soon. And that is that. I didn't buy any new books, or at least I don't think so. I also recently, for no other reason than greed, I don't know if it's on camera, but I bought like the vintage Penguin Classic edition of The Picture of Dorian Gray. And the reason is that it was only £1, why am I saying pounds? €1. And because I've started like really randomly collecting the other ones, I hope it's like a little bit on camera. Because I have like the Shakespeare versions of those, the Shakespeare collection of that, and then I got like 4 of them in my local little free library, which was Jane Eyre, Mrs. Dalloway, Wuthering Heights, and The Portrait of a Lady. And then at Oxfam I found Lady Chatterley's Lover, and now I have also The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know why I just told you that. I think I have some very interesting videos I could do in the future. Definitely let me know if you still want my wrap-ups. Then also let me know if you want to see me reading a little black vintage classic each day for like a week. And then also I think I should count the books I haven't read yet, just to shame me into reading them. That's that. If you have anything you wish to see from me, please let me know. I definitely also want to film like more cozy vlogs, because I like those are the most fun and exciting for me to film and edit. And I need to get better at romanticizing life, because I used to be so good at it and I kind of lost my spark in that realm. And so I want to start doing that more, because it's just a nicer way to get through life. And I always love watching those type of videos. So if you're up for that, please subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe give me a thumbs up, it helps me a lot. And please tell me if you read any of these and let me know about them in the comments. Thank you very much.